It's 7 in the morning. You've got coffee in your hand, and your phone buzzes with a notification. Your car needs an $1,800 repair. Responding with a calm breath instead of profound panic depends on having a dedicated safety net in place before the check engine light comes on. An emergency fund consists of liquid cash held in total isolation for unpredictable disasters. This pool of money serves one specific purpose: providing immediate liquidity when life throws a curveball. This diagram illustrates a stark reality. According to the Federal Reserve, nearly 4 out of 10 Americans lack cash to cover a surprise $400 expense. Without a dedicated fund, these individuals must rely on high-interest loans or selling assets to stay afloat. Maintaining this fund requires a strict boundary between true emergencies and plannable costs. Unexpected medical bills, sudden job loss, or a burst pipe qualify as disasters. Holiday shopping, vacations, and annual sales are predictable events that belong in a separate savings category. Without this firewall, minor inconveniences frequently evolve into long-term debt spirals. The emergency fund stops that momentum, ensuring a single bad day doesn't compromise your financial future. This formula builds your monthly survival number. By stripping away all discretionary spending and tallying only non-negotiable costs, housing, basic groceries, utilities, transportation, and minimum debt payments, you arrive at the exact cost of running your life for 30 days. Determining whether to aim for a 3-month or 6-month buffer depends entirely on your specific lifestyle risks. A 3-month target generally suits households with stable, salaried positions and dual incomes. For renters without dependents, this smaller cushion provides enough time to pivot after a typical disruption. This matrix highlights why some individuals require 6 months or more. Freelancers, single-income families, and commission-based workers face higher volatility. Their fund must be larger to bridge the gaps created by irregular cash flow or a difficult job market. If you are starting from zero, focus on the immediate milestone of $1,000. Reaching this baseline provides the initial protection necessary to begin systemic saving. Your final target represents a precise calculation of your financial exposure, grounded in the reality of your monthly overhead and professional stability. Keeping this money in a standard checking account makes it too easy to spend accidentally. Furthermore, the stock market is simply an inappropriate environment for your emergency cash. Market volatility creates a dangerous correlation. Widespread economic downturns often lead to job losses at the same time stock values plummet. Investing your safety net could force you to sell your positions at a 30% loss, exactly when you need the money most. The most effective tool for this storage is a high-yield savings account, or HYSA, offered primarily by online banks. This chart contrasts the potential returns. Traditional banks often pay a negligible 0.01% interest. Because online institutions avoid physical branch overhead, they offer yields between 4 and 5%, turning a $10,000 fund into an asset earning $400 a year. These accounts offer the same security as traditional banks. As shown here, the FDIC guarantees deposits up to $250,000 per person. This U.S. government guarantee ensures your capital remains protected, even if the institution faces a total collapse. Storing an emergency fund requires prioritizing fast accessibility and boring stability over aggressive growth or market risk. Open your HYSA at an institution separate from your primary checking account. This creates a physical barrier that prevents you from viewing the fund as available spending money. Formally label the account emergency fund or safety net. This psychological trick assigns a permanent job to the money, making you less likely to withdraw it for non-essential purchases. As this diagram shows, automation removes human error from the system. Setting up a transfer that triggers the moment your paycheck arrives ensures a portion of your income will automatically move into the vault before it can be absorbed by daily spending. You can reach your target faster by applying the found money rule. Dedicating 50% of every tax refund, bonus, or side hustle payment to the fund allows it to grow without impacting your monthly budget. While willpower is a limited resource, a systemic automation approach provides a guaranteed path to a fully funded safety net. If you are managing debt, follow a strict order of operations. Build a $1,000 starter fund, then pay off all high-interest credit cards, and finally return to complete the full 3 to 6 month cushion. Spending this money on a valid disaster represents a successful deployment of the system. Using the cash for its intended purpose is a milestone of financial maturity, not a setback. Once the crisis is managed, simply resume your automatic transfers. This refill process ensures the tool is ready for the next inevitable disruption. Financial media often prioritizes the offense of wealth building through stocks or crypto. The emergency fund is your primary defense. As this visual suggests, it exists specifically to handle the sharp, unavoidable events that would otherwise derail your progress. True security begins with a functional safety net. By automating one separate account today, you protect everything you plan to build tomorrow.